Hey Casey, Coach Gilcrease here. First off, just want to thank you for coming out to camp. Had a good time working with you. Hope you was able to learn some things from us. This is going to be your video analysis. First thing I want to do is make sure we got a good foundation and a good base set up, okay? So what we got here is we got a good bend in our knees. We're in a good athletic stance. We're squared up to the ball nicely. Our head's in a good spot. Hands are in a good spot. Everything from this position looks really good. Now the next thing I want to get into is I want to teach you how to do a proper load. Okay, I've learned a lot that not many people have ever been taught the proper way to do this. So a few check-offs here. Okay, we got to make sure through the entirety of our swing that our head stays still. Okay, and then once we take our load here. Okay, so once we take our stride step here with this front foot, all we're going to do is pick it up and put it down. Okay, there's not going to be any weight transferred to that front leg. The whole purpose of our load is to make sure we transfer our weight back to this back leg. Okay, so in doing that, we also have to move our hands back. Our hands need to have a nice rhythm going back. That way we can get ourselves in the best position possible to make contact. So this line right here is just for me to make sure that your head stays in a good position throughout the swing. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to play you to your load. Okay, so I'm going to play through till you finish your load, until that front foot gets all the way back down on the ground, and we're going to see what position you're in. Okay, now what I see here is our weight went forward. Okay, all of our weight's now on our front foot, and it's all headed this way. Okay, so your front shoulder's leading this way. That's going to cause is this hand right here to dip down. Okay, in doing that, now we're going to be swinging up towards the ball. Now your hands moved back in a good position. So at this point, your hands are in a good position. But what's going to happen, because now you're on your front foot and you're hitting off your front foot, now your hands have to try to catch up. So in doing so, they drop down and they just kind of sweep through the zone. Okay, so they're not going to be very powerful going through that zone. Not going to be quick. Okay, so what I'm talking about is the path you take to the ball. Okay, so from this position here, we want to be short to the ball and long through it. What that means is take the shortest path you possibly can to the ball, and then be as long as you can through contact. Alright, so let's play it through and see what position your hands are in. Okay, see how the barrel's dipping down a little bit. Now what the position you're in here, okay, it looks like you're lunging forward towards the ball. That's all a direct result of that load. You're already out on your front foot, and then when you try to transfer what little bit of weight's in your back leg, now you get way off on your front foot, and it causes you to be hunched over and lunging towards the ball. Okay, so if I make you connect all the way, okay, so now you've made contact. See how far off balance you are? See how you're off on your front foot, okay, and your hands are so far out front? Okay, we need to be under more control. We need to have better body control. Now, we do have a stiff front side here, which is a good thing. We always want to hit off a stiff front side. But this L here on our back side is very weak. Okay, we need to have a better L on this back side, and in doing so, we need to make sure that back foot rotates all the way up. Okay, so a proper position here would be this knee would be driven down a little bit more. Okay, this foot would come all the way up, so it would be straight up in the air, and contact would be right here as opposed to way out here. Okay, so that's going to allow us to be under control, more compact. We want to be short to the ball and long through it. So see, we're really long to the ball right there, and now we're going to be probably going to be really short through the ball. So we're doing the opposite there. Okay, so now we're going to check that part out. Okay, so you're almost fully extended now. But what we're talking about when we say long through it, okay, once we make contact, we want to extend through the zone. See how the right hand came off the bat at contact right there. That follow throughs, you're all off balance. Okay, you see what I'm talking about there? How it looks like you're off balance. Let's get you back here, and I'm just gonna play it through from here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about when you're lunging towards the ball. See how you're just kind of hitting off that front foot? You're not really driving with that backside. Okay, we got to get you. We got to get you to be firing that backside and hitting, staying down on your legs. Okay. Casey, Coach Gilcrease here. Thanks again for coming to camp. Had a good time working with you, and I look forward to seeing you again.